Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be covering all the news and information that we currently have about Season 5 for Black Ops Cold War. Season 5, of course, is set to begin in 7 days' time, and today they finally decided to give us a roadmap as well as a blog post where they outline virtually everything that's going to be part of Season 5, and I'm going to give you guys a quick spoiler here. It actually looks pretty good. Now, obviously, there's going to be a number of remakes, but it actually looks like 6v6 got a lot of love this season as compared to the previous seasons, which, of course, we'll be covering all of that here in this video. I'll try my best to go through everything as fast as possible to make this as bite-sized as possible. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump right into it here with the brand new multiplayer maps. At launch, we're going to have Echelon as well as Slums. So Echelon was the map that we saw during the reveal trailer where the hacker was going in there and starting up the numbers program. Spoiler, the numbers program is going to be part of a mid-season event for Warzone, which is going to basically start teasing to us Call of Duty World War II Vanguard, but that's later on in the season, right? That's not going to be there at launch, but at launch we will have the new map Echelon as well as a remake of Slums from Black Ops 2, which is what? This is like the 5th time we've seen that map come back. It's actually kind of insane. We also have a brand new 2v2/3v3 map in the form of Showroom. That's actually going to be set in the same mall that the Pines is set in. It's going to be one of those areas that we didn't have access to previously, which I think is kind of interesting. And then later on in the season, we're going to see a couple more remakes in the form of Drive-In as well as Zoo. So basically, one brand new map, and then 3 remakes, and then a new 2v2/3v3 map, which is also going to be part of that playlist where you can play 6v6 on the gunfight maps. So overall, kind of like 5 maps in a way, if you really think about it. Lots of them are remakes, but at the very least, it's more things to do. And then, of course, when it comes to the new game modes, we have Demolition returning. This is something I personally wanted for a very long time. And then a new game mode called Double Agent. So Double Agent has its own trailer. It's a really interesting / weird game mode. It gives Among Us vibes almost. Like there's people trying to sabotage, there's people trying to figure out who the saboteurs are. It's going to be interesting. I'll give it a go. Traditionally, I don't like gimmicky game modes in COD. I'm more of a purist. I like Team Deathmatch, Domination, Demolition, Search and Destroy, things like that. But I'll try the new mode. We'll see how it is. It definitely looks interesting, but at the same time, it sounds like a very weird concept. But yeah, going back to it, the fact that they're bringing back Drive-In and Zoo is pretty interesting. These are maps that have not really been redone before, so it's interesting to see that. We've talked about that countless times here on the channel, how they seemingly rehash the same maps over and over and over, and Season 5 is no exception. I mean, Slums is coming back, but it is nice to see a map like Drive-In and a map like Zoo actually returning from the original Black Ops. Now, moving along here, when it comes to zombies, we have a brand new perk in the form of Death Perception. We have a new field upgrade in the form of the Tesla Storm, as well as a new outbreak region called Collateral. Now, obviously, the tank is there. We have the grapple gun. There's going to be a new objective. I'm not entirely sure what that is, honestly. I don't play Outbreak. I don't really touch zombies here in Black Ops Cold War. I love D Machina. It was so much fun. I play all the new normal maps when they come out, but when it comes to Outbreak, not really a huge fan. I don't really pay too much attention to that. Moving on over to the other side of the roadmap here, we see some things happening for Warzone, a brand new gulag. There's going to be 2 new perks that are going to be specific to Warzone, as well as a new map update in the form of the mobile broadcast stations. I'm not a Warzone guy. I don't play Warzone. I don't care about Warzone. So if you want to learn more about that stuff, either check out the blog post link down there in the description, or go watch literally every other COD YouTuber, because Call of Duty these days is pretty much Warzone. It's not really so much about the multiplayer, at least it would seem. Moving along here, we have weapons, operators, and more. So Kitsune, did I pronounce that correctly? That's going to be like the main antagonist of Season 5, is going to be available right from launch. Then in season, we're going to see Striker and Hudson returning. Kind of excited about Hudson, but chances are he's going to be part of a bundle, which makes him pretty much useless for a lot of us anyway. Obviously, there's going to be a brand new battle pass, and when it comes to the new weapons, we have the EM2 assault rifle, we have the Tech 9 submachine gun, and we have the Kane melee weapon. They're all going to be there from launch. So, new assault rifle, new SMG, new melee weapon. That's actually some pretty good stuff there, along with all the new multiplayer maps. That's going to be pretty cool. We have the Marshals returning. Who remembers the Marshal 16s? Well, it seems like those are going to be returning. We did get a brief glimpse of Woods using that during the reveal trailer, and yeah, I wonder if they learned their lesson, and if they're actually going to balance these things this time around. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But also, interestingly enough, a score streak that was leaked back during the beta is finally making its way into Black Ops Cold War. We have the Flamethrower coming to the game as a score streak, which honestly should be fun. And then, of course, new bundles, and then what I was talking about earlier, the mid-season event. So if we go to the official blog post, we see right here, the red doors grow unstable, mid-season event coming. Whatever broadcast Perseus set up is causing the red doors to become more volatile than ever before, as operators are now reporting redacted in their post-mission briefings. Beware of these doors sending you to locations other than the main room we all thought to be its lone destination point, and above all else, keep your head. This event may also have something to do with those mobile broadcast stations seen around Verdansk, but at this time, we cannot declassify further intel for fear of double agents, so obviously tying into the brand new game mode. So this is leaving a lot of people to speculate, is Call of Duty World War II Vanguard going to be part of the Black Ops canon? Obviously, they're trying their best to make all the universes sort of blend together here, so is this going to be basically a revamp of Call of Duty World at War? It's going to be essentially within the same universe as Black Ops Cold War and Modern Warfare 2019, and they're going to kind of redo that kind of thing, bring back Reznov, bring back Dimitri and stuff like that. We don't know. We really have no idea as of right now, but it's going to be tying into the reveal for Call of Duty World War II Vanguard, otherwise known as Call of Duty 2021. The two are going to be linked. This mid-season event in Warzone is going to be how they're going to be advertising and teasing the game, similar to how they advertised Black Ops Cold War last year within Warzone back during the Modern Warfare 2019 life cycle. So that should definitely be pretty interesting. And overall, just to kind of like close out the video here, this looks like a good season for multiplayer. I showed you guys yesterday, I have barely been playing Black Ops Cold War ever since Season 1, because ever since Season 1, it's been really dry, it's been really dull. If you're just a normal 6v6 multiplayer fan, there's virtually nothing for you to do, and there's also a bunch of glaring problems with the game. But this time around, we're going to be getting Echelon and Slums and that showroom map right there from day one. We're going to be getting a new assault rifle, a new submachine gun, a new melee weapon, as well as the flamethrower. That's pretty interesting. And then later on, they're going to be bringing in Drive-In, they're bringing in Zoo, they're going to be bringing in the Marshall 16 secondaries, and of course, whenever they do their reloadeds, every now and then they bring back some things that weren't even on the original roadmap, so we could see even more multiplayer maps coming. Demolition, of course, returning is pretty awesome, so I gotta say, it looks like it's gonna be good fun. How long is it gonna stay fun? We really don't know, but on paper, Season 5 looks like one of the best seasons, at least ever since Season 1, because there's actual 6v6 multiplayer content. Now, of course, a lot of this is remakes, right? We've talked about that countless times here in the channel, including yesterday's video, but at this point, something is better than nothing. It's too hard to go back and like rebuild the game from the ground up and make it so Black Ops Cold War isn't virtually all remakes. So at this point, we're basically just killing time until Call of Duty World War II Vanguard, which is set to release in about 3 months. So in the meantime, it's cool to see maps like Drive-In coming back and Zoo coming back. It's gonna be fun to re-explore those maps. It's been so long since we've played them that probably we're all gonna be lost as we're running around on them. As well as we have Echelon coming and the new guns and stuff like that. So yeah, overall, looks like it's gonna be pretty fun. I'm actually pretty excited about Season 5. I'm gonna be streaming it a bunch over on my Twitch, and of course making videos covering it and stuff like that. But for right now, that's all for today's video. Just a quick update talking about the Season 5 roadmap, which once again, Season 5 for Black Ops Cold War is set to release in exactly 1 week's time on August 12th. So hope you guys all enjoyed today's video. If you did, consider leaving a like. Thank you all so much for listening, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.